Welcome back to...
I need constant validation.
We'd like to welcome you back to our game of Queenslight, which is a campaign frame and campaign that I put together for Daggerheart that explores all sorts of horror, spooky, roguelike bug fae, and it's lots of fun. Last week...
You just threw it all in there. I love it.
And confirm, is horror, is fun.
Yeah,
is bugs.
Exactly. Is good times. So last week on our episode of Queenslight, we met our wonderful fae. We had Rex, our ladybird bard. We had Marrow, our guardian beetle. We had Guy, who was our rogue moth. And we had Selwyn, who is our firefly druid. And the four of them shared some wonderful stories by the campfire. They got to know each other, got to bond a little bit further, ran into a wonderful little beetle named Joe, who answered about as many questions as he brought up before they traveled into the Veilspire Peaks to find Fort Shroud and the Veiled Gate leading to the heart of Silkhaven itself. However, as they got to the gate, there started to be a rumble and a sound as movement emerged from the stone. And we'll go ahead and jump into things here. As you guys are all standing right here before this massive stone gate, the earth starts to tremble beneath your feet. This low rumbling, a deep grinding crack echoes through the stone, and a massive form stirs off to your right. 4 glowing amber eyes flicker to life. Smoldering beneath the weight of age and duty, the Guardian, a colossal beetle fae, rises from its petrified slumber. The last vestiges of stone crumbling from its plated exoskeleton, its arms flex, creaking like ancient wood, and with a heavy growl, it goads you all on to prove yourselves. And we will jump right into things here as you see this massive stone figure animate.
Oh, boy.
You guys had a pretty good run last time of getting lots of hopeful rolls, and so the players have the first action in this as you're seeing this stone creature animate. And just a reminder here that Daggerheart does not have any sort of initiative, and so combat will kind of flow, and as rolls are made either a failure or with fear, then it'll turn it back over to me.
And a reminder for you, Rex, I gave you a rune ward. So when you take damage, you can spend a hope to reduce it by 1d8.
Okay, spend hope.
If we take it doesn't sound like we're going to fight anything right now. So it feels very, very safe in this place that we're in. I'm not at all worried. Everything is great.
Minus 1d8, thank you.
You said his eyes were smoldering?
Yes, they're like this bright yellow light, and there's just a bit of smoke coming off of them as this stone creature starts to animate.
Okay, but my question is, are they smoldering or are they like smoldering?
I mean, depends on your moment. Maybe
is it a zaddy? I think that's what.
What is that?
That's what we're asking. Stone. He's a stone
We
cold
woo
zaddy.
the baddie is what we're asking.
Yeah, because literally I'm considering trying to woo this
if
daddy.
you would like, go ahead and maybe let's do an insight check here and try and get a sense of its disposition towards you. Instinct is what I meant. Yes.
Hard road to hoe, man.
We'll have it die hard every time.
You're on it. You're on it.
Cool. That's a 5 with fear.
Perfect.
Yay.
Perfect.
There we go.
Okay.
There we
I mean, 6 with fear.
So,
Does that do anything?
well, it is a fear, so it turns it right back over to me is what it does. So as you go and you're like, oh, he's kind of cute, there's just this heavy roar as the creature, you didn't know that stone could roar, but apparently it can. And this creature is going to go ahead and leap off of its perch and slams down into the ground between Marrow, Selwyn, and Guy. And I'm going to need all of you to make me an agility reaction roll. So in Daggerheart, we got reaction rolls. And so just use whatever ability is, and it has some DC associated with it.
And they
They do
generate
not
hope or
generate
fear.
hope or fear. Correct.
Okay.
All right.
It's
So
the
nice.
duality dice.
Okay.
Correct?
Still duality with the agility ability for this one.
Okay.
And you can use an experience if you would like.
Okay.
24 Selwyn.
Perfect.
Wow.
Nice.
15 for Guy.
14 for Marrow.
14.
14.
Oh,
Rex,
nice.
you were safe out of the range of this attack, thankfully. The other three of you all kind of were ready and watched this thing kind of leap up into the air. And so you dodge out of the way as it slams into the rock. But you can see the earth lift up underneath it. And you know that it's got a decent area that it hits whenever it pounds into the ground here. We're going to use another fear here as it takes its arms and kind of slams into the earth. You feel all the ground start to lift up as you're pulled closer towards it. And go ahead, and I need another let's see, this is another agility reaction roll.
But he's like trying to pull
He
me
is trying to
closer?
pull you closer.
Oh,
How many do you have
wow.
then? Only a 13 from Selwyn this time.
I
Ooh,
crit.
very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, 18 for Marrow.
18 from Marrow. So once again, all of you succeed as you're fighting up against this stone. Guy, you're kind of floating on the stone. You don't really want to be pulled into this damaging rock and earth, but you also don't mind getting a little closer to this cute little guy. So we will still take half on the second one. Sorry, nothing for the first attack, but you do still take half on the second. So for Marrow, Selwyn, and Guy, just from the rocks moving and crushing around, each of you will take 8 points of physical damage. You can use an armor slot to knock it down one threshold.
Yep. I'm going to use an armor slot to knock mine from major down to minor. Exactly. Major damage. I would like to use my Warden of the Elements at this point because I feel like he's going to try and hurt me some more. To mark a stress, embody the elemental spirit below. And everybody knows that fire beats rock. So I'm going to take on the elemental incarnation of fire, which will have some dastardly consequences for him should he try and punch me.
Beautiful.
Go for it.
As Selwyn does this, I would like to sort of back one in the corner here, just kind of like hiding myself.
Absolutely.
But scream to my friends, everybody, we've got this. We've got this whole thing. And then he's going to use his rally ability as a bard, which gives everybody a D6 to use on
Rally die.
action, reaction, damage, clear stress.
Beautiful.
The fact that we can use him on damage, I freaking love.
Love it.
All right, and play is still with the players as Rex kind of bolsters everyone up to try and fight on and take on this creature. Who's taking the first swing or other action?
Marrow, unless you have something,
Go for
Guy is still getting some signals that maybe this beetle is like could still potentially be a zaddy. And I mean, to be fair, it is the guard of this place. So what I'm going to do is hypnotic eyes meet hypnotic eyes. We walk across the room, you know, because I have those big red eyes that just, when you look into them, it's really hard to look away. And I'm going to try to enrapture this beetle. So I need to make a spellcast roll against them. I can only do this once a day, or once per short rest. But basically, I want to pull his focus onto me. And then for the rally roll, do I have to choose to use that now, or do I wait till I see what I get? Is it like Bardic Inspiration where I can kind of, before I know the result, but if I roll low, I can like choose to use it?
You can spin to roll it. I think you do have to go, you clear it first. Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to try to use it. Because I want to make this.
You want to make it.
I want to lock this in. Okay. So, gosh, sorry guys. It was unfortunately with fear. Sorry, Marrow. But it was a 21. 23.
That is a success. Yeah. What is the effects of your enrapture?
So, on a success, I temporarily keep their attention on me, narrowing their field of view and drowning out any sound but your voice. So basically, I want to like lock eyes with this thing and just look at him longingly from across the chamber and say, "Thank you, Zaddy, for guarding Silkhaven. We are one of the denizens who've returned home to our queen. I'd love to take you out for a drink later, but right now, we just need to get inside.
Beautiful. And as you start to kind of enrapture and talk to this beetle, it suddenly becomes very clear that this is not quite a zaddy. This is not actually the level of sentience that you're hoping for. Instead, it's got a little bit more of a kind of pet, almost like a dog vibe, and you see its eyes all light up, and it just comes and runs at you like a big Labrador as you get home from work. But you're this tiny little moth, and it just plows right into you. Oh boy! And it's going to roll a 17. Does that hit your, or does that go over your evasion?
Against your evasion. Who's a 17? Come on.
Rogues are the only ones that I think have really high ones, so I gotta remind. So you are taken for a little bit of a joyride here, as this creature just rushes straight into you and picks up you on their massive horns. First, you are going to, unfortunately, he's a bit aggressive, and you're gonna take 13 points of physical damage as these horns just ram into you. And you are lifted up and carried away.
Don't like that.
He is going to move.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm going to use some armor slots.
Well, and just a reminder, we are currently in the beta 1.5, so you can only use one armor slot per attack.
One at a time?
One always reduces it one threshold.
Got it.
And as this creature rushes with you, he takes you all the way over towards this staircase, just nestled in on his horns, as he seems to be affectionate and very excited. Maybe just can't control his own strength in this moment, but he's definitely enraptured with you. And that's going to go ahead and turn it back over to the players here.
Oh, wow.
Good news, bad news.
As it knocks the breath out of me, I say to the others, he's kind of nice. You guys,
oh gosh. I think Mara's gonna hop over this stream of blood, or whatever this is, and grab
like a stream of blood.
Grab this thing by the feet and jerk back and see if I can get it to fall down and drag it backwards towards this grate.
Sure, yeah. Give me a strength check here as you just lift it up by its haunches and you're trying to pull it backwards. And even for you, it's pretty large here.
I'm gonna add unyielding defender here as I defend my friends.
Your buddies.
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 with hope.
15 with hope. Probably. That is another success. And we'll say you get it a good, we'll say you can move it into very close. And so it moves it about 10 feet further away from guys. You drag it backwards and it's kind of clawing its way, trying to get away from you.
I can't hold this thing. Help me.
I'm about to say, I will happily help if you'll have me.
Come on.
I'm gonna unleash some chaos. I think a very fiery Selwyn is going to. I got you. Don't worry. And so I'm going to make a spellcast roll, and I'm going to add my experience. Don't fear the Reaper to it. Okay. And so that, I got some hope. Okay, so that is 17. 18, 19 with hope.
That's definitely a success.
So that's going to be 5 points of magical damage. Mark a token for having done that. And I'd also like to, because I'm on fire and I kind of want it to hit me and I don't want it to hit my friends, or I want to kind of distract it while it's doing whatever it's doing, I'm just going to kind of run up here and be like, hey, I hear you're a zaddy. How's it going?
I hear you're a zaddy.
Someone like Allison has no idea how to flirt, but she heard Guy say it, so she's going with it.
I think that Rex is going to take a step forward and try to put this thing into a slumber.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a thing, but he doesn't know what
Sleep
this thing
empty.
is, so I'm assuming he's gonna try to cast the spell called Slumber.
All right.
All right. That is a critical hit. That is a crit with a 12. 212.
Very
crits.
nice. Very
Very
nice.
Cool.
nice.
And is
Mega
this is on a spellcast check?
Was my spellcast roll against a very close target. So very close. I'm not sure if I'm
Yes.
close enough.
It's about 10 feet.
About 10 feet. There we go. Then I get about 10 feet and I say, good boy, good boy, good boy, and try to lull him into a slumber.
And what's the effect on that sleep spell?
On a success, the target creature falls into a deep sleep until they take damage or the GM spends fear to awake. Oh, that's the catch.
So with the crit, make sure that you give yourself a hope, and if you had any stress, you can mark one off. But yes, you all watch as Rex kind of goes out to soothe this creature, and with the magic kind of pulling off from under his shell, as his wings kind of make this almost musical sound, the beast just and rests down in the stone.
So if he
What?
fell asleep, can I, if I can't run over, maybe I can shadow step over, but I'd like to get to the front door, the gates, if at all possible.
Okay.
And I would like to attempt to, assuming that they're locked, pick the
You
lock.
look up at this massive stone door, and there is no lock. There's no handles. There's no bars. There's no visible way to open it from the outside.
Should I burn it down?
Melt the stone.
Should we
You know,
see if it just opens first?
I like that idea, but maybe we just try to push. Yeah.
Got it.
Marrow, you're pretty strong. These are big gates. You think you could give it a nice hefty?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Before I do that, though, I'm going to see if I can... There's a chain on the wall over there. I'm going to see if I can just link that up, kind of tie it around this sleeping dog's foot.
Ooh. Smart and brawny.
Sure. Let's say, as you're trying to try and pull and tie this while this creature is sleeping, let's go ahead and give me a finesse roll here, Marrow.
Oh boy. Do you need any help with that, Marrow?
Yes.
Might I help Marrow?
Guy, you kind of come over seeing Marrow do this and try to give him advice on how to do this quietly. Marrow, you can add a d6 to your roll, and then Guy, mark off a hope.
Okay.
Guy, do you want to roll the d6?
Sure. I'd love to.
Okay.
It's a 1.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Well, I got a 15 with hope -1, so that's a 14. +1.
Plus
so
1.
15.
So a 15.
Perfect. Yeah, with just enough guidance from Guy, you carefully wrap some of this chain, and you actually see there's these large kind of bronze or golden pieces around this creature's arm that have these large spikes and actually these places where it looks like chains link into. And so it's pretty straightforward to quickly wrap these chains around and kind of get it bolted. It's tied up. It's got a leash though, so it has some range still, and that range does include much of the door.
So after that, I will go over and just see what I can do. What kind of what kind of force I can exert on this.
Give me a strength check. You push your shoulder into it and try and...
Come on, baby. Oh, that is 14 with hope.
14 with hope. Man, another hopeful session. This is good. You guys press into this door, and Marrow, you are not feeling, despite all your strength, any type of budge. I mean, this is massive and immense. This thing is the first line of defense to the massive lands of Silkhaven. Marrow, as you press your shoulder into this door, trying to get through, really, it is very clear that strength alone is not going to get you through this, and that this is some kind of barrier to what's beyond, and you're going to have to figure out some way, if it's even possible, to get through this.
It's got to be some kind of an enchantment. I mean, maybe there's a word or a phrase.
I'm going to, when he says that, use my wild touch to perform a harmless, subtle effect that just makes all the leaves rustle and say, "Let Selwyn burn it down." Just for fun.
You can certainly try.
Trying to burn it down.
I look over at Guy to be like, unless anybody has any better ideas.
Well, here's the thing. Do we want to burn down or break the door that could potentially be protecting what's inside?
That's a good point.
We want to just open it and then shut it behind
That's a
us.
good point.
Probably.
Also, did we just try knocking?
Oh.
And with this Rex, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're all pounding on it.
I'm still standing back by the bug baddie because I just think he's kind of neat, and just in case he like wakes up or anything.
As you all go and give these deep just on the stone, Selwyn, you hear, and the beast is starting to stir at the noise.
Oh yeah, we should have
We're waking him. Should we give him a name? I think we should.
If you name him, then you know him.
Rex.
Wait.
Oh, wait. That name is taken.
What? Hey.
What?
So we don't, and y'all know that Selwyn loves to name everything and absolutely everyone. I think he looks like a Eugenius.
Well, I tell you what.
Great.
Maybe if we all put our heads together, we can figure this out. Can we do would you guys be down to do like a tag team mind meld clue discovery situation where we just try to figure this puzzle out together?
And in fact, as you do, loves huddles and loves mind melds. So as everybody's kind of like huddling together, everyone gains a hope from his youthful spirit.
Amazing.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this as a group skill check.
Yeah.
And so the actual skill is going to be knowledge, but each of you who are supporting it can do different things to help out. So who is going to lead us in the skill check and make the final knowledge check?
Not me.
Probably someone.
I'm
think
pretty
probably
knowledgeable.
someone, yeah.
I know things. Maybe not about door things, but with your help, I can figure
So
it out.
someone will be the leader here. For the other three of you, what are you guys doing to try and assist? How are you trying to help out?
This is out there. Where just Rex is just exactly fascinated by anything that is unknown to him, which would possibly include this door, maybe.
Yeah. If you would like, well, actually, go ahead and make me either a instinct or a knowledge check, your choice, and you can use one of those hopes to add your experience to that.
Okay. That is a 13 with hope.
Okay.
Would actually be 15. I'm sorry. I'm
Even
15.
more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that is exactly what you need to hit it. So there's one success.
Okay.
I'm going to look anywhere around the door, or perhaps these pedestals that our friend was on, and the other one. Just anything where there's any writing, any kind of clue. Just gonna scour those areas.
Go ahead and give me a finesse or a instinct check here as you're kind of wiggling your way through trying to find some sort of clue or hint in these areas.
Oh no! Why not?
That's a 9 with fear.
9 with fear. All right.
What was the DC?
So the DC for each of the supporting ones is 15, and that will impact the final one, which we'll talk about when we get there.
Okay.
So we're back to an even skill check. Guy, how are you helping out here?
Okay. Guy is going to take to the sky because she can fly, and she's going to come up to like the center of the chamber and going to completely analyze the architecture. You know, having studied at a library, having been in many temples, seeking out scrolls and books. I think Guy is very attuned to where people tend to hide things. So I'm going to look for any stones that seem misshapen, levers that are cleverly disguised as like on a pillar decoration, something like that.
All right. Let's go. We'll do a knowledge or instinct here as you're trying to perceive and get the layout and kind of find these hidey holes.
Okay.
Howdy ho.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it. Do it.
Oh, thank God. Okay, it is with
Nice.
hope. And it is a
18. That's
18.
another
Nice.
success here. Okay.
right. That's what I hope.
So, as Rex, you're kind of kicking off a lot of the investigation. You start to see some of the layout of the door itself. It's definitely not going to be passable through normal ways. There's got to be some way to open it. And you start to see there's some sort of inscription across the top of the door. But it seems to be mostly ornamental, kind of whenever this was built. Marrow, you're trying to find anything around the cracks and the edges, but most of this it's pretty solid stone. And you see these channels that are kind of going underneath these statues. But you kind of reach in and it is just this thick red liquid that you suddenly realize, is that blood? What is going on? And it just takes all of your focus away from what you're doing. But Guy sweeps up into the sky and tries to get the layout here. Guy, you can see where two of these statues likely resided at one point. One has been kind of crumbled. The other still resting and sleeping at the base. You kind of gaze. It doesn't appear that there are any hidden sections here. But you do know that there are multiple entrances into Silkhaven that are scattered, that even if you can't make it through this one, there are always other ways. And now with these bits of information, Selwyn, you have this final knowledge roll.
And if I'm wondering, Selwyn, as part of the Wanderborn community, travels with a nomadic pack. Once per session, I can spend a hope to reach into this pack and pull out a common item that may be useful to the situation. Work with the GM to figure out what it is.
Okay.
Is there something you can think of that I would be able to use?
Let's see. I think in this moment, perhaps you pull out a small magnifying glass that gets you a bit of a better read on this inscription here. And I'll say that you can add advantage. Since you burn the hope, it'll be advantage on this. Now, this is a very difficult roll to try and break into the city. And so the DC would be at a 20.
Sure.
We got 2 successes and 1 failure, so it's at a 19. But you've got a knowledge check with your advantage D6 here.
And I can also spend my rally die, right? Let's pump everything into this, friends. Let's pump it. Okay. We can do this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's that, and then there's that. Okay, how did we do? I'm too nervous to look.
Too nervous to do that.
Okay.
Story of my life.
Okay. I think I'm trying to do math on the spot, and it's not working. You said 19?
19 is the DC.
Okay. So I rolled with fear. Okay. I rolled a 9 and a 6. So that's 15. Plus 1 for my hope is 16. Plus 3 on my rally die is 19. Plus 3 again on my advantage is 22.
Very nice.
Or 20. Yeah.
1 plus 1 plus
So
2 plus
Selwyn,
1.
you look through and this gate is solid. Something about this gate seems forced closed or purposefully closed. Most of the time this area is open to travelers, is open to adventurers to come and go for merchants, for trade and all sorts of things. And you're trying to figure out why. And you look up at this inscription, which Rex had kind of put together that this was put here when it was built. And it reads out, "Here stands Silkhaven, born of many, bound as one, a sanctuary of light forged from the trials of unity. Through synthesis, we flourish. Through sacrifice, we endure. May those who enter remember, true harmony is not without cost. Putting these pieces together, it at first seems ornamental, but perhaps there's some secret in here, something that you can try. Is it about cost? Is it about synthesis or sacrifice? There's some clue in here that could potentially unlock this space, but this is only the first step of many if you're going to try and really make it through these doors. And Guy kind of once again relays, we can get out of here if we need to, as you start to hear the rumbles of this creature as it's beginning to wake. And Guy, you're kind of up in the air, kind of trying to get an advantage. But Selwyn, Rex, and Marrow, you're all locked right down by the door as this creature slowly shakes its stone shoulders. And you see as once again it begins to move and jump and leap. And it's going to put it, we'll have Guy up here in the air. But the three of you, I need another agility reaction roll here as this leap comes.
That is a 20.
Nice. With hope, I assume? Or
well, it's agility.
Oh, right.
Reaction.
Doesn't matter. Thank you.
I'm sorry, reaction, not agility. Words are hard.
13.
Would have been with fear, though, if you're curious.
Evan, what was that?
13.
13?
And 8.
And Rex.
8.
And 8. Okay, so Selwyn and Marrow, you guys are on your toes and are able to dodge out of the way. But Rex is just fully enthralled in the beauty of this place.
It's
and this leap comes down right on top of Rex's shoulders. And you just feel the heavy feet press you down into the ground, Rex. And you're going to take a hefty 15 points of physical damage as you're just crushed under the heavy weight.
Am I close enough to step in, to take that damage? I am your shield.
What's the distance on that? You're about 10 feet away, so if it's very close or melee?
It says when an ally is very close.
Yes, he is in very close. And so you take the full damage?
Yeah, I'm going to mark a stress, stand in its way, and take the damage instead.
All right, so you rush forward, shield out, and kind of knock Rex out of the way, and the creature crushes down upon you instead. But this creature isn't quite done just yet. And with its second action, it's going to dig in with its horns and kind of try to lift up. And I need for, this is going to be Selwyn, Marrow, and Rex again. Everyone within very close to make a strength reaction roll this time.
Oh, boy. Although strength and agility for me are the same, so let's go. Definitely not good that time. An 8 for Selwyn.
Woohoo!
13 Rex.
14 for Marrow.
Okay. And so Marrow and Rex underneath the heavy shield, Marrow's able to fight off these horns, but they hook onto Selwyn. And Selwyn, you get launched into the air as you are pushed way down, flying through, landing, crashing down into the stone on the other end of the chamber. And that is going to be 15 points of physical damage for you as well. And I need you to mark a stress from this heavy launch of an attack.
Now, when an enemy in melee range deals damage to me, I started in his melee range and I am on fire, or I'm a fire elemental. Am I doing my 1d10 magical damage back to him? Okay, so that is 8 points of magical damage. Let's see. Where did I even go?
Yeah,
I don't
you
even
got
see me
launched down to the far end of the chamber. He throws you into far range.
No.
And as far as the elemental incarnation goes, the embodiment lasts until you take severe damage.
Oh,
14 was my threshold.
Do you have any armor to reduce it?
I guess I'll spend an
Then you
armor to
can keep
reduce
it up.
that. So we'll take major damage.
Major damage?
And mark 2 hit points.
But with that, the play does return to the players here. You have a piece of this clue, but you still have to figure it out, and this creature is coming at you heavy and fast.
I'd like to kind of hunker down and run my shoulder straight into his stomach, grab him behind the knees, and try to basically linebacker him, pick him up, and slam him down on this grate and see if I can get that grate to smash in.
Dang.
Ooh.
Nice.
Give me, let's see.
May I shoot an arcane barrage? If I can figure out what he's doing, can I shoot a barrage at this grate as well to see if that would help with the smashing?
Do either of you have 3 hope to initiate a tag team? Okay, then Rex.
Hope.
Oh, well, I'll leave it up to you guys then on who wants to initiate this tag team. But you guys can, if one of you wants to spend the 3 hope, you can do this as a tag team roll, and you'll both roll and take whichever role you prefer.
I would also like to become unstoppable.
Yeah.
Whatever that does. I don't never done that before.
Stop Marrow now.
It's fun as hell.
Okay, so I'm spending 3 hope.
Yep.
And now, what happens now?
So now both of you, so you're going to make your strength roll, and Rex is going to make his spell cast for the arcane barrage. And then whichever one you guys want to take, you'll get to choose which roll, and then we'll combine the effects together.
There's a little complication. Arcane barrage automatically strikes an enemy within close range. But shall I just do? I guess it's similar to a magic missile sort of thing. But
yeah, what's your spell casting ability here?
It would be, I think,
for
it's
your
presence.
class.
Yeah,
You're a
bard. Yeah,
presence. Okay, then make me a presence roll here.
Come on, baby. Okay, not terrible.
That's 22 with fear.
Ooh.
22 with fear. And Rex, what did you get?
14 with hope.
So it's up to you guys. Do you want to take the 22 with fear or the 14 with hope?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a really because that's right on that cusp. Take the fear.
I think we should roll for it.
The fear.
You want to let? Sure.
Let the dice tell the story.
What do you want to roll? Just 1d12. Okay,
I don't know.
1d12. Yeah. 7.
2.
7.
What'd you get?
Okay.
All right,
boy.
we're going with yours.
14 with
14 with
hope.
hope? Okay. And Rex, what is the damage from your arcane barrage?
It is 1d6. So the damage would be... Whoops. Cacked. Okay, 6.
Okay. So Marrow, you kind of press onto this creature and try and lift it up to smash it into the grate as Rex tries to blast out with this arcane barrage, but Rex is a little bit slow to the draw, and it doesn't quite hit the grate, but it does hit the creature instead. As the damage slams into this creature, Marrow, you push down on the grate, but it's still holding firm. It wasn't quite a success, but does still do a bit here. And with that, we do have some fear that I can spend. And so this creature is going to turn back towards...
Damn, I think I figured it out, you guys. No! We gotta survive.
This creature is going to turn back towards Marrow and is going to once again try and rush forward with Marrow. I need to make an attack against Marrow. Oh, yeah. I imagine that a 21 is going to hit. I'm good. As this creature tears away from this grate and slams towards this wall here, Marrow, you are going to take what do we got? 3d6. Okay, you're going to take 12 points of physical damage as you're picked up by the horns and gored through, and an extra 4, and so 2 attacks, 4 physical damage from slamming into the wall.
So
But
12
you're
and 4,
unstoppable, so that's going to produce
Is
some.
that stack or there's
It's
separate?
2 separate. So you could trigger
Okay.
armor twice if you would like to, but it does do HP damage twice.
Dang.
Okay. And if your minor damage is 9, so 4 would just be nothing?
It's 1. If
It's
you get
1.
it down to 0,
Okay.
it's nothing. Yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Okay, great.
And then what does your unstoppable feature do? Because that impacts it too, right?
It's gain resistance to physical damage, increase your current armor score by your proficiency,
Sorry, what was the first part?
gain resistance to physical damage.
So that's the important one because this is physical damage.
Yep.
So you half all of those numbers.
Oh, great. Wow.
And so the first one,
You're
the first one was
unstoppable.
12. That gets half down to 6. The second one was 4, which is half down to 2.
Nice. Amazing. And then there's the unstoppable die, which
So
is
that
1.
takes
Yeah.
down each turn. Is that right? Or each action?
I think it's each time you take damage.
Great.
All right.
6 points of damage.
Yes.
Can Guy
yes,
try something
absolutely.
here? Okay, this might be a conspiracy red string theory, but I'm
Okay.
gonna try it. Hopefully, it's not a waste of my action. But Guy looks at the inscription, reads through it a few times as the chaos is happening below them, hovers over the grate, and repeats to herself, "May those who enter remember, true harmony is not without a cost." And will take her railroad spike and is going to slice her palm, or her little palm, and then just like bleed a little into the grate and see if that does anything.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'll say for this, Guy, how are you doing just a little bit here, or are you trying to do some like significant damage? Like, are you marking HP, or are you just trying to do like a drop of blood? How full send is Guy here?
You know what? Guy is the goth kid, so we're gonna say like
Okay,
at least.
so
one
then
hit
go
point
ahead and
damage.
mark off a hit point. And
Okay.
you'll see that the bands around the Guardian actually glow red for a moment. And you see as he gets kind of and starts to take a visceral reaction to this.
Good or bad?
Bad for him.
Hey.
So
What did you do?
Okay.
What did you do?
I put my life's essence down the drain.
We just need to flush ourselves. Come on, let's see if we can get this grate off.
Okay.
Maybe we can get down inside through
yeah.
the tunnels.
Or
Well, do we want to try
First.
and take this guy out while Guy's working on that? Or are we all... Because I was going to suggest a tag team between me and Marrow on the baddie
Okay.
while Guy's working on
and I
that.
can certainly
That's up to y'all. This
run
is a
up
beefy boy.
to and try to help either. Does there seem to be any? Yeah, go ahead.
Selwyn's going to... Selwyn's gonna shout out at Marrow, "It's time for Brimstone and Bash!" And initiate a tag team with you,
Okay.
spending all of my hope
Okay.
to do so. So I'm gonna use my other Unleash Chaos. I'm assuming you're gonna bash him,
I'm going to bash him. I pull out my broadsword.
and because I can do that, I'm gonna fly up, but I can do Unleash Chaos from within
all
far
right.
range.
And your spellcasting
so
is instinct for druids. Okay.
Instinct.
Then you'll make
yeah.
a instinct, and Evan, if you want Marrow, he can either make a strength check here, or you can make an attack with a weapon, whichever one you think he would do.
I'm gonna try to stab him underneath the jaw, the stone jaw.
Okay, interesting. I because I'm of my mixed ancestry, I took halfling and fairy. I'm little lucky. When you roll one on your hope die, you can re-roll it and
Sweet.
must take the new result.
Get a one.
Hey, it's a boot.
Nice, buddy. Nice.
You
Hey,
really
you did 100% better than last roll.
But the good news is there's no limit on that per session, so I didn't burn it for it too. But that's only a 9 with fear
Nine with
for
fear versus Marrow.
for self.
Not great. 11 with hope.
So 11 with hope is better.
Can I do anything?
Yeah, not great.
Still not
It
enough,
is
though. I'm
still
guessing.
not quite enough.
Cool.
And so, Selwyn, the problem is not only the distance, but also the elevation. And you're trying to kind of get up and blast this out as soon as you can, but it just collides in the stone and kind of scatters up. But Marrow, you are able to kind of press and maneuver this creature so that you're at least not pinned onto the wall here. and both of you do gain that hope.
Anybody who's used the slow and steady feature, it's a Galapa thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody familiar with this? During combat, you can make an attack roll with advantage by placing an additional token on the action tracker.
Yeah, so right now that'll just be on mine. Essentially, I'm tracking, we're kind of doing it loose with the action tracker since the action tracker is going away. And so it'll just give me essentially an extra fear for this one. But yeah, if we were running with a full action tracker, it would just add 2 tokens rather than the 1 whenever a player acts.
Okay. So I could just do that at will. It just gives you a little boost.
Correct.
Okay. Is it too late to go ahead and spend that for advantage on that roll?
I'm going to say since we already resolved it, yes, but keep that in mind for next time.
Great.
And with that failure, unfortunately, it does get to be this creature's turn. But he is still lashed and has minimal range here. And so it's going to take one sort of fist slam towards Marrow. And that is only an 11. Does that clear your evasion? Okay.
Anything will clear my evasion.
Guardians usually have pretty low one, but I wanted to check.
4.
What?
4.
And then you will take
chunky boy.
You would take 11 points of physical damage, but it is halved rounded up to 6 for you from the fist.
Okay. I'm running out of armor slots here.
And then this creature, I think, is just going to take another slam at you. We're going to try. Oh, that's only a 5.
Still hits.
No.
Oh, gosh. You have to roll laughably low to not hit him.
Okay, well, this one's going to hurt. That's 16 points of physical damage, half down to 8.
Okay.
As this creature is just slamming into Marrow here. But you can see, I'll say, Guy, with that some of the blood from the injuries is kind of seeping into the stone and kind of starting to gather in these channels. And you see once again those gauntlets on this creature starting to glow that red. And almost with every hit, there's also kind of a bit of a lashback.
Yeah.
Rex, save us.
A lashback.
Oh man. Have I found anything about this grate that that seems like it could be something we could open, or should I just open a vein as well? Maybe I should just do that.
Or should I just open
Marrow smashed this creature on it and didn't seem to get through, so it seems like it's going to be tough to get through if it can be.
I'm just gonna cut myself then, if that seemed to work a little bit, and but he's very squeamish. Oh boy. So it's So I'll give up a hit point. Kind of cut my palm and just kind of trip.
And you see once again as those gauntlets glow the red and kind of tear into the stone for a slight bit. And this creature is starting to move a lot more sluggish and slow.
Has everybody else done something this sort of roundy turn?
Go for it.
My turn. Okay.
Do it.
Unfortunately, Guy doesn't really have any hit points left to give, so I am going to try. It seemed that the monster taking a hit was its blood was helping this, or did I misunderstand and it was Marrow's
blood helped, but this creature can be damaged normally, but it's made of stone, so it doesn't seem to have blood.
Sugar honey. Oh man, I have 2 hit points left, so like
I can. How about this?
Level 1. Level 1.
I'm trying to decide if I want to try to. I mean, he's looking pretty bad, right?
He's looking pretty bad.
Okay, I'm just gonna try. It feels bad because he's like a golden retriever, but everybody's getting totally obliterated. Bad. So what I will attempt to do. Okay, is there somewhere that I could fly to hide?
Do you have anything that would help you get... No, you can get it within close. I'll say that you can move over to this platform or either of the platforms to kind of get behind the stone and out of sight.
Okay, great. I could have also shadow stepped, which would have made me hidden. So We can say I did that. I just I blink out from the space up above and pop behind that stone, and I am going to toss by my dagger. But as I do so, I want to use my rogue hope. Do I have to call that before I attempt to hit? It doesn't really say anything about it, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to hit, and then hopefully I do. And I get advantage because I'm hid. Okay.
For most of the stuff, unless it says, you can do after the roll, but before you know the result.
Got it. Okay. So that is 21 with fear. And I will spend a hope to increase. Spend 3 hope. I will spend 3 hope to increase my sneak attack damage. Because I want to hopefully get rid of this guy. So I need. Nope, that's a D10.
Get him out.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
No.
50% ones over here.
Yeah.
Guys, sorry.
Do you still have rally?
I did get a 6 and a 5, so that's
Okay.
balance.
Okay,
11. No, I used that long ago. So that's 13 plus 3. 16
That
points
will
of damage.
definitely hit and hits over the severe threshold here. And so with this, Guy, can you please describe how you succeed or complete this Guardian's challenge and bring this creature to heal?
Okay.
Not necessarily destroying it, but gaining its approval.
Oh. I throw my dagger in as I make that connection with him. Because he is made of stone, so maybe the railroad spike, it's more of a I'm giving him
Name tag.
I'm giving him a bone.
Collar.
If he was a dog. Yeah. I'm giving him a name tag. And so it hits, and I just think to myself, I knew we had a connection.
My love.
My buddy, my pal. Join us.
Hey.
And with that, you all see
I want him to be my pet.
in this moment, as Guy gives a railroad spike name tag, the creature does kind of lumber up and goes into a slight bow, kind of extending its arm and kind of resting, kneeling off to the side here in this moment. And with this defeat of the bull beetle, it didn't destroy the creature, but rather seemed to kind of gain its blessing or benefit.
I like this power.
And as this call emanates out to you and you get kind of closer, you feel these words, this kind of sense of approval and this kind of growling. It's not even spoken, but it's this, whenever you have a really good understanding of a pet and you can know when it's hungry, you know when it needs to go out, you know what it's trying to say, or if it just has those buttons that have been taught by dogs, it's hitting the buttons right now, and you feel this.
Say
Defend.
bitch,
Yeah.
out, treat.
You get this sense of approval. You get this sense of congratulations, and you feel this wave of energy come over you as you are granted with the Guardian's blessing. And this ability, once per long rest, allows you, when you have no hope marked, to give a silent prayer to this stone that Silkhaven was sung from and immediately gain 2 hope.
Okay, wow.
But yeah, as it's kind of emanating this out to you and kind of making this connection, you feel it's almost like scared. It's intimidated, and it impresses just defend, stay, closed, protect. And you just get this sense this door was purposefully closed. And you don't know why, you don't know what's behind it, but this creature, you've gained the approval and you would typically have access, but something else, something within Silkhaven is preventing it. You know that you're probably going to have to find another way for now.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay.
Well, can I undo the leash that we put on it?
Yeah, he seems relatively docile now.
Okay, great.
And you move up and kind of undo the chain, and it just kind of shakes its shoulders, rolling, and it's kind of slowly striding around. It almost gives kind of nods to each one of you.
May I check?
Are you okay if we call you Eugenius, or do you have a different name?
It doesn't seem to register the communication. The kind of connection it had with Guy is limited, and doesn't seem to respond much to your common language.
Good news, everybody. He loves his name, Eugenius.
Can I, over on the pedestal where he sits, can I take some of the blood and I'm going to write Eugenius Rex II on his little, like it's as if it's his
Enola
doghouse?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Well,
This
Yes,
probably
Mara?
isn't going to work, but I just wanted to check one thing.
okay.
The plates that Eugenius was on and that the other one is empty, the pedestals, I just wanted to check and make sure those aren't pressure plates of some kind.
Oh.
Like this one, he was sitting on this one, but there was nothing on that one. What if there was pressure on both of them at the same time? I don't know. I'm sure it won't work.
Mara, as you and the others go to investigate, you kind of check over this space, and these are solid stone platforms. They don't seem to be pressurized in any way. And just from what was kind of expressed to Guy, it seems that this is more of something that will probably have to be investigated inside of Silkhaven and set to open from the inside rather than something that you can unlock from the outside.
Okay, correct me if I'm misremembering, but I feel like when we were investigating this space, you told somebody, I don't remember who, that potentially there was like a way of egress through like the flanking tunnels like behind the statues, maybe? Or no? Did I make that up?
I don't think so. There are like channels, but they seem to be very, very small.
Okay.
Much too small to fit through.
Filled with blood. What is that stuff? Is it blood?
It appears to be.
I'm gonna taste it.
Get an irony taste.
Why is there? Is this? Have we seen blood in these channels before? Have we passed through these? Is this normal or is this weird?
Every time you've passed through these gates, you'd seen these stone channels, but they've never been, and they're not filled, but they're stained of the remnants of it. And that had certainly not been there before.
Okay.
How is everybody feeling? Like, do we need to take a little downtime rest before plundering?
I could take a rest if we think it's safe enough.
We've got Eugenius Rex II here. Like, he can help us protect us.
To protect us.
I say we take a rest and maybe let's think of another way in potentially.
Okay. I second
All
that.
right. And so when you guys are taking a short rest for now, so I will gain 1d4 fear, and you can choose two options between tending to wounds, which allows you to roll 1d4 plus your tier, which we're tier 1 right now, so 1d4 plus 1 for your HP on yourself or an ally. You can clear stress for 1d4 plus 1 stress cleared. You can repair armor for 1d4 plus 1 armor on you or an ally, or you can prepare, which gives you a hope, and if you do it with more than one people, you get 2 hope each.
Okay. I'm going to tend to my wounds and clear some stress.
And while we are taking a short rest, I am going to pull everybody back to the map to allow you guys to see where the different paths into Silkhaven are. And so you guys are currently right at this big door in the center between the Grindery and Tadeborough. And there are 2 other passageways that are on this side of the mountains. There is one kind of back in Fort Shroud somewhere that connects up with the Weavery, and then there is one in Old Town, also known as Husk. And Rex, you're very familiar with Old Town, and you know where this entryway is.
Yeah.
Can you do the same thing twice?
Yes.
Unless we want to prepare together. Otherwise, I will tend to wounds twice.
Wants to prepare. My preparation would be to pull out a scrap of paper. It's actually a piece of play that I've been working on, just kind of a brainstorming. And on the back, I start sketching out my understanding of my memory of how to get in via Husk. The way. So if anybody wants to help me with that and get to Hope, I'm down.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Unless you need to heal things and prepare things. More.
Oh, yeah, I do need to really.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You took a beating.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And both
I was going to do that with you, but I think I need to clear my armor slot.
Take care of you. Take care of you. Don't kiss on the lips. Take care of you.
And both were +1, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
All
so
of it is plus your tier, and right now we're tier 1.
So I was able to clear all of my hit points and clear all of my stress, and my armor will just stay damaged.
Don't you worry about it.
Can only do so much.
Worry about a thing.
Selwyn will go off into a corner, and y'all are very, very familiar with her meditation practice by now, which is a little louder than you would usually expect meditation to be. There's just a lot.
You would imagine.
Yeah, there's a lot more humming, and there's chanting, and you don't think that Selwyn even knows. Yeah, you think she's making it up. She probably is, but she thinks it sounds cool. So,
I thought you were going to give her scream therapy, but I like that better.
Selwyn, as you're kind of nestled off to the side doing your meditation, you do see what looks like 2 blades kind of stuck into the stone, not too far from you.
Oh, that's interesting. I will reach out and poke it.
You poke it. There's these 2 kind of silver weapons. One is this triangular short sword-like weapon, and the other a much longer, thinner, with a kind of looped handle up at the top. You know that these are relatively standard weapons for Silkhaven. One is called a nail, and one is called a needle. And
are they like stuck in, or could I pull them out?
Yeah, you easily remove them from the stone.
I'm going to easily remove them from this is at the very tail end of my meditation, so I've separated myself from the party a little bit, and I find them, and I take them, and I sneak up on the party, and when I get behind all of them, I just crouch down and go, ha ha! And just see what they do.
Yeah, you found some weapons.
I found a needle and a nail. Who would have left these?
Are they magical in nature by chance?
Do I feel the familiar hum of a magical type of weapon?
These ones aren't magical innately, but you know that many of the weapons from Silkhaven are able to be kind of customized and enchanted.
Customized.
So anyways, does anybody need a weapon? I was playing kind of finders keepers. I thought you'd be proud of me, Guy.
Yes, I'm very proud of you. Finders keepers. They're yours.
The blood stays on the blade.
The blood stays on the blade.
I hold.
Do we just cockblock you, Rex? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. No. It's totally fine. I love my rapier.
No, I think you should take needle or nail.
I will say that the nail is more like a short sword, and the needle is more like a rapier, but it's slightly different.
Rapier.
And so the needle doesn't use presence; it uses finesse. So it may not work as well but it's still.
Yes, it wouldn't work quite as well for me anyway. So that's okay. That's okay.
Are these weapons kind of just used by a particular faction, like the guardsmen, or
these are pretty standard weapons across the board, and yep, and different factions will customize them in different ways, but these ones are kind of the base weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really good. I just
So this is not a clue necessarily.
Nope, this is just treasure.
It's nice, shiny.
Gotcha.
Shiny captain.
it does any. I don't need them. I am my own weapon, but if you need them,
Marrow, do you use finesse?
No. No. I mean, I can.
Okay, well,
but, yeah.
I guess maybe. I mean, you took them, so like finders keepers. But if no one wants them, I'm pretty finessey,
Yeah.
finessable, finagly.
yeah, sometimes behind your back I refer to you as Vanessa. That's a fun little nickname I gave you that I'm just now telling you about. You don't like it?
No.
Vanessa Redgrave.
Yeah.
In fact.
Vanessa Redgrave.
Marrow added the Redgrave part. We teamed up to come up with a. You don't like it?
That cost me 6 hope to come up with that just now.
Shall we?
I mean, if you look, I mean, I don't want to yuck your yum, but like, guys already my chosen name, like my nickname.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'll stop calling you that immediately, Vanessa. I mean, guy.
I take
So you're taking. You're taking needle and nail.
Sure.
Needle and nail.
I feel like I have everything though. Like I've got this blessing, and then I've got.
It's all right. You can always share it later.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm an instinct girly, so
Okay.
I'll take the needle. Come on. I've always wanted one. I've always wanted. I'll learn how to use
You
it.
know
Guys,
what?
maybe we should stop bickering over these and just get a
We're
wiggle
doing
on.
like the opposite of bickering. You know what? You absolutely take needle, and I'll take nail. It fits our personalities better. Yeah.
good talk, everybody.
I love it. Let's go.
Oh, can I call you Vanessa now, Rex, as we continue up the path?
Oh, I would.
At this point, you all are moving through the Veilspire Peaks. And with this, that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap up and jump to our
Bull
break.
beetle.
Well
Amazing.
Well done. Nobody died.
No one
We're good. We're good.
Nobody died.
Yeah, but we still can't get through the door. Classic.
Well, we'll see y'all next time when we battle a door.
Next up, door battle.
Some more.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Door battle.